The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go.
What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. And in today's video, I've got my top 10 free VST plugins for 2023. This list is only going to consist of plugins that have come out this year or that have become available for free this year. I'm not going to go from 1 to 10 or 10 to 1. I'm just going to give them to you in a random order. The first free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from Vast Dynamics, and it's called Vaporizer 2. All right, guys, I brought you to the website first on this one because there's a whole lot with this one. It's a synthesizer. It is a hybrid wavetable additive subtractive synth. Basically, you can see here, it has a whole lot of highlights in this thing. So it has a state-of-the-art wavetable engine with 4 independent free wavetable oscillator banks with up to 24 oscillator unison. It's got low CPU usage. It's got a wavetable editor. It is an easy to use wavetable. You can generate FM, PWM, harmonic morphed, reduced, low pass, high pass, band pass, comb, format, filtering, and even has hard sync wavetables. It's got morphing and phase shifting of the wavetable cycles. You can import and change standard wavetables. You can record single cycle changes into the new wavetables. Like I said, it's got a lot going on, 30 real-time wavetable effects per oscillator. It's got additive synthesis section that allows you to freely edit all harmonics and phases in real time. FM synthesis up to a chain of 4 oscillators. Granular synthesis mode in the sampler section for stunning ambient effects. You can resample samples. Intelligent polyphonic portamento. Mono legato mode for polyphony. 4 to 16 voice modes, 3 effect buses, so you're going to get a bunch of different effects, and it has 4-time oversampling. Just as you guys can see here, this synthesizer has a lot. I don't know if I would call it the vital killer, but again, it does have a lot of stuff going on there. Let's go ahead and hop in FL Studio. This is what it's going to look like when you open this bad boy up. It's got like 400 different presets in it. That's what makes it super dope as well, to where Vital only, I think, has 100 presets. But with this, here's some of the sounds. And as you can see here on the side, you have all kinds of different pages. So you have your filters right here. You have your LFO section. Right here, you have your mod matrix. Then you have a bunch of different effects here that you can turn on really simply. And then once you turn them on, boom, you see you'll get controls for them. Let's go ahead and just go through a few of these presets real quick. And then as you'll see right here, you are going to get a bunch of different presets that you can go through. So you can just go ahead and click through them. Fire preset. And as you can see, these are just all the synth presets right here. So you're just gonna get a whole bunch of them. I'm just picking these at random. But as you see over here on the side, you're gonna get all kinds of different stuff, from arps to basses, to atmosphere, to bells, to just whatever it is that you're looking for. So with this one, again, you're just gonna get a bunch of cool little synth sounds, a whole bunch of presets. You can edit things in all kinds of different crazy ways. I would definitely recommend checking this one out. It's definitely, in my opinion, the best free synthesizer plugin that came out this year. The second free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from Echo Soundworks, and it's called Vinyl Guitar 2. When you open up Vinyl Guitar 2, it is going to look like this. It is the second edition of Vinyl Guitar. So what's different about this one is a whole lot. As you see here, you get a bunch of different presets in this thing. You get different layers. You get to mess with tone and exciter, the width. You get to mess with the guitar notes, the string buzz, all that other stuff. With this, you can add different layers on too as well, and all the layers sound different, so you can really tweak the sound of this guitar. You also get effects here too as well. So as you see here, you're gonna get delay, you're gonna get reverb, a filter, different speaker noises, you're gonna get background noises. But this is what this guitar sounds like. So pretty solid. I did throw some ping pong delay on there, but like again, what's cool about this is you can turn on layers. So they have this grain layer that I really like. You can turn this on too, and you can get it to sound like this. And then you can also turn on some other layers and just really trick this thing out. So that's pretty cool. And again, like I said, there's a whole bunch of presets in this one. So you got some cool sounding stuff, you got some weird sounding stuff, you just got all kinds of different stuff. We'll go ahead and click on one of these. So this is a really good free guitar plugin, in my opinion, because you can get all kinds of different guitars. You can get a clean sounding guitar. You can get something that's lo-fied out. You can just do a whole bunch with it. Definitely a solid pickup. The third free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from Arturia, and it's called Analog Lab Play. When you open it up, it is going to look something like this. I do have the pro version of the plugin, but I'm still going to demonstrate some of the presets for you guys. What's cool about this too, as they updated it and they added this free play version, they updated the GUI. So the GUI on all these are different. So when you switch to different sounds, as you see here, it's just going to give you a different background, which is pretty cool. So you get a new GUI. You get control over things like brightness, timbre, dynamics, stereo width, parametric EQ, chorus, delay and reverb and all that stuff with this. And each one of the sounds is going to have different effects down here. So this is what this piano sounds like. But you can mess with some of the effects and get it to sound a little different. So then just that quick, you can change up the sound of the piano and get it to sound how you want. Here are some of the presets that are actually in the play version. So, you're going to get these classic Juno keys. So it's a solid sound. You're going to get this organ. this lead. So as you see there, you're gonna get a bunch of solid sounds. There are 100 presets in this plugin, and they're all pretty solid. I would definitely recommend this. Again, it's in my top 10. I love Analog Labs. It's one of my favorite plugins, and if you don't have Analog Labs, go get this play. The fourth free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from Native Instruments. This one is only gonna be free for a limited time only. You've had to be sleeping under a rock if you didn't know about this one yet. It's called Glaze. Glaze is for the Contact 7 player. Typically, this is a paid plugin, but again, it's only free until the 15th of January, so I'd recommend grabbing it. This one is a vocal synth. It's pretty cool. It sounds like this. But it's got a bunch of different presets in here. So as you see here, you got bass presets, you got effects presets, you got different kind of leads. So with this, again, you can just all kinds of different sounds that are mixed in with like synthy noises and oohs and ahs and all that good stuff. So it's like all kinds of different dope stuff. And then since it's the Play series, it's got 2 different layers. So you can come over here and you can change layers up and get stuff to sound different. You know, you can do all kinds of different stuff with this. So just like that, as you can see, you know, you can get the preset to change. You got all kinds of different stuff. You're gonna get some riffs and runs with this one too as well. So like you heard the first one, but on some of these here as well, you'll come down here. So very solid, especially if you need vocal chops or anything like that in your beats. This is probably going to be one of the best free vocal plugins you're going to find out there, but it's only free for a limited time. The fifth free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from Auburn Hills, and it's called Inner Pitch. When you open up Inner Pitch, it is going to look like this. This thing is basically a free version of Little Altar Boy. It is a format and pitch shifter. It's pretty dope. As you look here, you can control the pitch here. You've got control over tonal boost, stereo link, format right here. You've got some other controls right here. You've got your EQ down here, and then you've got like a delay matrix over here. So I put it on those vocals that I just played a second ago. Those vocals sounded like this. So pretty solid, but then once I threw the inner pitch on there, I got them to sound like this. And then you can control like the pitch so you can get it to sound different. It does a really good job at doing the pitch shift too, in my personal opinion. It makes it sound realistic. It doesn't kill it too much. It's already pretty high pitched, but if it was just like a regular voice, it can make a man go to sound like a woman and vice versa. So it's really good to like add textures into stuff, you know, so on and so forth. You get a bunch of different presets with this thing as well. So we'll go ahead and click to a few presets. That one's solid, and as you can see here, it's got the delay matrix going on that one. Let's go ahead and check out some other ones. And then we have the format down here. So it's pretty solid. This one is definitely good for anything. You can use this on instruments. You can use this on vocals. You can use it on anything where you need to shift any kind of pitch. The sixth free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from my guy Arsney in Digital Pro Sounds. It's called Subs. When you open up Subs is going to look like this. Pretty basic plugin. It's an 808/sub plugin, and it also has a bass guitar, and it has a house bass in here too as well. So as you see here, you get all of these presets. You get a drive control, you get a distortion control, you also get chorus so that you can widen out those 808s. I've done a full demonstration on this, so I'm not gonna go through all the 808s. You guys can check that if you want to. But basically, this is what this 808 sounds like with all the melodic stuff I have going so far. Now you can push the distortion and you can push the drive on this thing. So that's pretty solid. There are some solid 808s in here. And then you also get stuff like, we'll go ahead and play one of these. Just solid bass right there. So, you get a bunch of good stuff in this one. I would definitely recommend checking this one out. If you need 808s, if you need bass, this one right here will definitely get the job done. The seventh free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from Cymatics, and it's called Deja Vu. When you open up Deja Vu, it is going to look like this. This is basically a free version of Halftime. Everybody loves Halftime, so this is definitely, not a bad plugin if you need a Halftime. Basically, I'm gonna put it on this little melodic loop that I have. The loop sounds like this. So not bad at all, but once I throw this Deja Vu on there, I can get it to sound like this. Now we can mess with different things like the time signature and the speed of the halftime. So right here, we can make it go a little slower. This is the more traditional halftime. We can control the smooth, we can fade it in and out. So like basically what we can do is we can change the time and we can make the halftime fade in and out however much we want it to. So right there, if you see, I made it wait 2 bars to fade into the halftime. So this could be a very solid effect if you wanted to automate it. And then you can, switch up your sound and do some pretty dope stuff. We'll go ahead and listen to some different time signatures on this as well. So what else this is good for is it's good for like intros on songs. So again, this is what the beat sounded like before I threw the Deja Vu on there. Now, if we were to throw the Deja Vu on there, we could use this for like an intro or an outro to the beat as well. So I'm sure we've all heard that effect on a beat before. We can use it at this speed too. So stuff like that's nice to do in like a verse, so you can make the verse sound a little bit different. Just a very solid emulation to halftime. Definitely a good solution if you don't have halftime. The 8th free plugin that I have for you guys today just recently came out as well. This one is from Cherry Audio, and it's called Synthesizer Expander Module, or SIM, S-E-M. When you open it up, it's going to look like this. So this thing's pretty cool. It's got like 100 different presets in it. It's supposed to emulate the old school synthesizer expander module. This thing has a bunch of different controls. It's got a bunch of different filter controls, which are pretty solid right here. This phaser control is solid for me as well. It basically sounds like this. So super solid, super thick sounding, pause. But I love this phaser feature right here. It has some nice filters over here as well. It's got some pretty solid presets in here too. And then as you see here, it just has all of these different presets that you can go through. So it's got sub attack. So if you're looking for a solid synthesizer that has a super fat sound, pause, go ahead and check this one out because it's free. I'm not sure if it's going to be free forever, but it's free for now, so that means you can go grab it. The 9th free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from SumnSumnSumn, and it's called Overheat. When you open up Overheat, it's going to look like this. Of all the saturation plugins that have come out in this last year, this one is definitely my favorite just because it's easy to control, it's easy to use. They have some nice presets in here for you to get a quick sound. So with this one, you're going to get control over pre-gain, post-gain. You get a filter over here, and then you get controls over drive and color. So I have it on these drums. These drums sound like this without the overheat on there. But once I turn the overheat on there, I can get the drums to sound a little crunchier. So with this as well, this is what it kind of sounds like in the beat. So this is what the beat sounds like without overheat. I'm gonna turn the 808 off. Now once I turn this overheat on, it sounds like this. Just makes those drums sound crunchier. Obviously we can turn the gain up if we want to. We can really get those drums to sound super crunchy. There's some presets. This thing is good for 808s. It's good for guitars. It's good for just about anything you want to throw it on. We'll put it on this Calm Touch real quick. You can also put this on a mix bus and you can add a little bit of saturation to the mix bus as well. It can kind of glue the sound together and kind of push that sound out a little bit more, give it a little more oomph. But again, this is probably my favorite, not probably, this is my favorite of all of the saturation plugins that have come out this year. All right, guys, and the last freebie that I have for you guys today in my top 10 is honestly probably the best freebie because it's actually a bundle. I know I kind of cheated there, but you know what I'm saying? I could not have a list of the top freebies of 2023 and not mention this. It comes from Native Instruments and it's called Complete Start. Complete Start is basically a bundle of a bunch of different plugins and the sample libraries for the Contact 7 player. It's pretty solid. I believe there's like 16 different plugins altogether and libraries altogether. I could be wrong. I could be off a library or two. But it's going to come with Ozone 11 EQ, which is definitely the most solid free EQ out there, in my opinion. I actually use this EQ, and this was the EQ that I used before it was free. So I've been using the Ozone 10 and 9 EQs all the time. And then it's going to have a bunch of different instruments and effects that you can use as well. So as we look here with the instruments, it's going to have Hypha, Analog Dreams, and Ethereal Earth. I'm going to let you guys know this. I am not going to demonstrate any of this stuff because I went through each and every one of these plugins and it's just too much to add for this video. But I'll link that here in the corner so that you guys can check it out if you want to. And I go through each and every single one of these instruments and effects. And then as we see here, you're going to get the factory selection, which is going to come with a bunch of different sounds from Contact. You're going to get Irish Harp, which is a pretty solid harp. You're going to get Yang Quinn, which is fire. It's a Chinese dulcimer, hammer dulcimer, and it's just a nice instrument. You're going to get some effects. So you're going to get Ozone. You're going to get ROM, which is another super solid reverb plugin. Just amazing reverb. The supercharger is a good compression, but you can use it to kind of shape your transients. You can put it on a drum bus and really push your drums. You're going to get Replica, which is a solid delay. It's got some other effects that go with the delay too. So it's kind of like a multi-effect delay plugin. You're going to get Guitar Rig 7 player, which is nice. You get a bunch of different effects, effect chains for your guitar, and you're going to get vinyl as well. So I was wrong. It comes with 12 different plugins / libraries, but all this stuff is fire. If you don't have it, it's definitely a good start because it'll give you some good sounds just to get going and some good basic effects that you can use to make good beats. So that's what I got for you guys in my top 10 free plugins that came out in 2023. Let me know below in the comments what I missed, what I got right, what you guys think are the top plugins, all that good stuff. I'm here for the conversation. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.